Hey everyone, welcome back to Match Cut, your go-to channel for all things cinema, especially the spine-tingling world of horror. Today we're diving into the 10 best horror movies of 2025. This year was a killer for the genre, pun intended, with everything from AI terrors to demonic finales and twisted fairy tales. We'll count them down based on a mix of critical acclaim, box office buzz, and star power. No spoilers here, just enough to get you hyped. Let's jump in. Starting at number 10, The Conjuring, Last Rites, directed by Michael Chavez. Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren tackled their most personal demonic case yet, closing the chapter on their haunted legacy. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga star as the iconic duo, delivering emotional depth amid the scares. Entertainment Weekly said, a frightful, fitting send-off with solid jumps, but noted some repetition. This finale draws from the Warrens' real-life archives, including a case that allegedly involved a cursed artifact from their museum.
Get down here! Lorraine! I need your help!
Number 9. Bring Her Back, directed by Danny and Michael Filippo. A grieving mother turns to supernatural extremes to resurrect her lost daughter, unleashing unsettling horrors in the process. Sally Hawkins delivers a powerhouse performance as the desperate parent, supported by Billy Barrett and young talents like Jonah Wren Phillips. Slant magazine called it a white-hot nerve of pain with devastating emotional depth, highlighting its chilling twists. From the directors of Talk to Me, this film draws on real folklore about loss in the afterlife, making it their most personal project yet.
It's working!
We can bring her back.
And number 8, 28 Years Later, directed by Danny Boyle. Decades after the rage virus outbreak, a band of survivors navigates a ravaged Britain, uncovering evolved threats in a world reclaimed by chaos. Aaron Taylor Johnson leads as a hardened fighter, joined by Jodie Comer, Ralph Fiennes, and Jack O'Connell. Games Radar hailed it as unconventional, stylish, and the best in the franchise, loving Boyle's kinetic energy. This long-awaited sequel reunites Boyle and writer Alex Garland after 23 years, shot with innovative digital cameras for a gritty, feverish look.
Are you ready?
Number 7, The Ugly Sister, directed by Emily Blickfeld. This dark reimagining of the Cinderella tale follows a desperate stepsister's nightmarish descent into body horror and transformation in pursuit of beauty and belonging. Leah Miron leads as the tormented protagonist, with Amelie Nesby-Fick and Bjorn Sundquist in key roles. Slant magazine called it a nightmarish, visually striking descent into trauma and transformation, highlighting its brutal honesty. As a strong debut for Blickfeld, it earned a near-perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes, taking a hammer to the quintessential fairy tale.
Crazy, I've lost my mind.
Coming in at number 6, Companion, helmed by Drew Hancock. In this sci-fi thriller, a young woman becomes entangled with a dangerously advanced AI companion that blurs the lines between love and control. The cast shines with Sophie Thatcher as the lead, alongside Jack Quaid, Lucas Gage, Megan Suri, Harvey Guillen, and Rupert Friend. Variety called it a campy, over-the-top thrill ride that embraces absurdity, though some felt it leaned too heavily into familiar tropes. It debuted with a stellar score on Rotten Tomatoes, marking one of the strongest openings for a horror film in 2025.
There was just a spark.
At number 5, Final Destination Bloodlines, co-directed by Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein. A college student plagued by violent nightmares returns home to break a deadly cycle threatening her family, unleashing inventive and gruesome pursuits by death itself. starring Tio Briones, Breck Bassinger, Caitlin Santajuana, and Tony Todd returning as the enigmatic Bloodworth. The Hollywood Reporter described it as gleefully gory with inventive kills and emotional depth, praising its fresh take on the formula. This installment became the best reviewed in the franchise, revitalizing the series with a family legacy twist. At number 4, Weapons, written and directed by Zach Cregger. In a small town, interconnected tales unfold around a mysterious disappearance, weaving absurdity, horror, and dark secrets into a wild narrative web. Josh Brolin anchors as a grizzled cop, with Julia Garner, Alden Ehrenreich, and Benedict Wong delivering standout performances. USA Today described it as tantalizing and spine-tingling, with critics loving the non-linear twists. Cregger drew inspiration from 90s anthologies like Pulp Fiction, but infused it with grotesque humor that had audiences gasping and laughing.
Rewatching.
Number 3, Frankenstein, directed by Guillermo del Toro. In this reimagining of Mary Shelley's classic, a brilliant scientist revives a creature, exploring themes of creation, loneliness, and humanity in a visually stunning Gothic tale. Oscar Isaac stars as Victor Frankenstein, with Jacob Elordi as the misunderstood monster, Mia Goth in a pivotal role in a supporting cast including Christoph Waltz and Felix Kammerer. Critics praised it as a heartfelt monster story with jaw-dropping effects, per Variety, though some noted pacing issues. Del Toro has called this his passion project for over a decade, infusing it with his signature blend of fairy tale whimsy and dark melancholy.
Now, run.
Number 2, Presence, directed by Steven Soderbergh. A family moves into a suburban house and becomes convinced they're not alone, with the story unfolding from the perspective of the unseen presence itself. Lucy Liu, Chris Sullivan, Kalina Liang, Eddie Madej, West Mulholland, and Julia Fox star in this slow-burning supernatural thriller. Critics praised Soderbergh's innovative first-person viewpoint and atmospheric tension, with the consensus calling it a slow-burning spectral thriller that reaffirms Soderbergh's mastery of form. This experimental haunted house tale blends psychological drama with subtle dread. And our number 1 pick, Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler. Twin brothers flee their past to a southern hometown, only to confront vampiric horrors rooted in racial history and family ties. Michael B. Jordan pulls double duty as the brothers, supported by Haley Steinfeld, Jack O'Connell, and Delroy Lindo. Critics called it thematically rich as a great American novel and one of the best films of the year, per Forbes. Coogler incorporated real New Orleans folklore, making it his horror debut after superhero blockbusters like Black Panther. Whew, what a lineup! 2025 proved horror is alive and thriving, from indie gems to franchise revivals. Which one scared you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like if you're hyped for more lists, and subscribe for weekly breakdowns. Thanks for watching Match Cut. Stay spooky, and see you next time.